different.
Glass is the greatest. That's where real expansion of your mind and talents can be found. Turn on. Tune out of the rat race and its square problems. And tune in on real self-knowledge and creative power.
Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the Jedi Brandon Kenobi, and today we're going to be talking about Robyn Hood and the director claiming that angry nerds have review bombed his show, which is currently sitting at a 1.0 on IMDb. And once Director X seen that, he was not happy. So he goes on X, Twitter, and TikTok stating that all of them, they're all racist because they won't accept his race gender swapped Robyn Hood that is now a black woman, completely skipping over the fact that this show is all about race. All the black people are held back and all the white people are bad people. It's kind of crazy. The guy who's crying wolf about racist nerds is actually the one who's doing all the race baiting, because that's all this show really is. Just a whole lot of stereotype nonsense trying to dramatize the circumstances around your show. And now the Director X, is calling out YouTubers who won't have him on their platform to discuss the situation. To be honest, once you started calling them racist, you made it clear of your intentions. You're not here to talk. You're not here to find any middle ground. You're only here to divide the people. And he claims he's watched these guys for years. But if you watched them for years, then you would know that the statements you're making about them aren't true. Nerdrotic, Heelverse Babyface, Mr. H Reviews, Yellow Flash, Ryan Kennel, Drunk 3PO, Disparu. I watch these guys too, and I'm subscribed to them. And I honestly think they're all great people. And we need more voices like theirs to speak out against this culture war and against people who spew hatred, kind of like what you're trying to do here. Intentionally trying to use racism as a tool in your show and on your social media account, and trying to create this false narrative that your show's being review bombed. Just because people watch your show and they don't like it and then they review it with the one, that doesn't always mean it's review bomb. I think what it really was is he was hoping that the people who watched this show and didn't like it didn't review it at all. And yeah, there are some bad people out in this world that will intentionally go out and review bomb something. But that works both ways, right? There's people that will go out in the world and intentionally give it up likes because they want it to succeed. That's just the way it goes. So I don't believe in this review bombing thing. So I think you're taking your frustration out on the wrong people. You're angry at YouTubers, you're mad at the audience, but you're not mad at the person who created this. You didn't have to take this job, but you did it anyways, which is completely your business. But don't get upset from the reaction, X-Man. You knew exactly what you were doing when you signed on. And the guys you tried to call out, they all gave you fair criticism of your show. And by trying to come out and call them all racist isn't going to help your show. In fact, you're the only one that could have helped this show, but you failed. So tighten up, wipe the tears away, and just do a better job next time. Your show might have been good if you tried to create something unique with a fulfilling story, but you didn't. Instead, you tried to race bait people into watching your show by making the character of Robyn Hood a black female that's struggling in life because all the big bad white people keep holding her back. Haven't I seen this story before? I mean, that's complete dog shit. And you're an ass for trying to dramatize every stereotype there is about black people and then go cry racism just because you can't take any criticism. Believe it or not, but the general population is getting tired of these race swapped and gender swaps. I know I am. They've been doing this with the Marvel superhero characters, and they've been doing this with all the Disney properties. And I'm honestly sick of it. And I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but when you gender swap or race swap these characters, it's not going to make a large proportion of those gender swapped or race swapped people come and watch your movie. The reason why people enjoy these characters is because they have lore to them. Lore. Can you say those words? Lore. Not these gender swapped, race swapped characters. These characters that you're doing this to now are nobody. We love where the characters have come from and the stories that were told before and the stories that lasted through time, you know, kind of like Robyn Hood. So if you have a good idea for an existing character, then I would suggest you just create a new character. And then you can prove to us why he or she is great through the actions of your storytelling. For example, Luke Skywalker is probably my favorite character of all time, and I look nothing like him at all. But I don't need Luke Skywalker to look like me for me to relate to him. I related to him through his values. People are defined by their actions, not their skin color. But nowadays on the TV shows and the movies, they claim we can only relate to people who look just like us. But that narrative is false. And if you don't believe me, then just look at all the race swap movies and shows that are failing right now. Little Mermaid, Peter Pan, Marvel movies, Marvel TV shows. It's all bad right now. And Disney's paying the ultimate price. And Director X is too, the way he's been crying wolf. And I wasn't going to speak about this, but I think this nonsense has gone on long enough. And I think this director should be ashamed of himself for trying to use racism as a weapon. But that's all I got for today. If you liked the video and you like what you heard, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time with more movie news reviews.
And tune in on real self-knowledge and creative power.